Hey y'all, this is Brandy from Sun & Crafts DIY, and I want to say hey to all my returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. If you follow me on social media, which the links are down below, you'll have seen a list of everything needed for today's project. We're going to go ahead and jump in, and I'm going to show you what's needed for this project that I am doing for my mother. What I need is a mushroom mold, just what it's called. Yeah. If you don't want mushrooms, you don't have to do it. I got this from Hobby Lobby on clearance. It was either under $1 or right over $1, so it wasn't too, it was at least under $2, so it wasn't too expensive. So you're gonna need that. You're gonna need some colored UV resin. I just have these colors. I will pick which ones I want to use. I have, give me a second, I'll tell you. I have white, purple, red, black, green, yellow, lavender. So I have those to choose from. You're going to need a UV light, of course. You're going to need some pieces of wire. These are actually floral wire I got from not Hobby Lobby. I got it from Michael's. I don't know, either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'm pretty sure it was Michael's though. But whatever works for y'all, that'll do. And you're going to need some clear resin. I don't have any more UV clear resin, so I'm going to just use the Cure stuff. And because I'm using the Cure, you're going to need a mix and a mixer. A thingy to mix it in and a mixer. So, oh yeah, sorry, one more thing. I'm going to use a lighter to try to help get the bubbles out. If I don't get them all out, oh well, I don't care. But I'm going to try to. I got mixed things with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it says the bubbles are staying. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. I'm gonna show you what to do. Alright y'all, so I don't tend to use gloves when I'm working with UV, but I'm gonna go ahead because I am gonna be using epoxy too. So my little cousin picked these colors for her great aunt. She picked black for the top, purple for the bottom, and green for the dots or spots. So what I'm gonna do is, you know what, I forgot to tell y'all, you're gonna need something to push around because I don't like to put a lot in it, just to make sure that I get it where it needs to go. So I will be adding more, but I just want to make sure I don't overflow it because I actually did that with this, and I just like to make sure. So I'm one who just doesn't like to make a mess if I can help it. And I don't know why, but my resin doesn't seem to want to do what other people's resin does on videos. It doesn't really move around. It likes to overflow a lot. So I'm just gonna do this. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but it comes out working, so I really don't care, you know. Somebody can tell me if I need to do something different, and I'll look into it. Alright, so I'm going to do it one at a time and use my UV, which I forgot to plug my UV lamp in. I think it's in the living room, but I'll use this one. This one. No, I won't, because that's not the right plug. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I forgot about the UV light. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I told y'all needed it, totally forgot about it. Sounds about right with me. Alright, so hold on, y'all. Alright, so let me plug it in, and then I'm just gonna, oh wait, no I'm not. I forgot to get the bubbles out. Dooey. So that was almost a mistake. Either it come out or it didn't. Alright, now I'm going to use the UV light. Oops. And once it is dry, we'll move on. Alright y'all, so I'm going to move on to the black, and I'm going to do the same step I did with the purple. I'm just putting a little in there. And I'm going to go and from there and move it around. Now this takes time when I do it because, like I said, I just want to make sure it doesn't bleed through and it gets on there, and I've actually had it bleed through before to another color, so I just take my time on it. I don't know if it just doesn't like me or why it's doing this, but it's okay. Oops, that's not black. Oh my god, I just wasted green. This black might have some green in it if I can't get it all out. And I just sat there, I said I didn't want to make a mistake, and I make a mistake. That's so me. Let's try this again with the actual black. Cannot believe I did that. Well, actually, I can believe I did that. I like playing around with this stuff and seeing what I can come up with. Like I made for my husband a space themed keychain. I didn't put it on the channel because I didn't want him seeing it. Our anniversary's tomorrow. So he doesn't always watch the videos, but he does, you know, sometimes look. So I'm not too worried about saying it on here. But like I said, I'll probably make one now that our anniversary's over to show y'all. It came out so cute, y'all. And I made it with clear, but I might do some colors for the one I'm going to show y'all. Alright, so there's the black. Now I'm going to make sure there's no bubbles. Oh wait, hold on. That didn't go all the way to the, there it goes. Now these are really quick and easy to do. I'm just going to show you this one and then I'll do the other ones and then I'll show you the step, oops, after I'm done with all these. So it is dry. Now I'm going to do my little spots, which is the green. That's what she picked. Got some little psychedelic colors going on, I guess. I do wish this green was a little bit of a darker color, but it's fun. Go with what we have. But I do want to see if I can find like a vibrant green that would really pop. Alright, so I'm gonna make sure there's no bubbles, or try to make sure there's no bubbles. I don't see anything coming out. Right? So we're going to go ahead and again just cure it. Alright y'all, so there it is, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to do each one of these and then I'll move on to the next step. So once it's done, I'll show you. Alright y'all, they are done. They are dry. And we're going to move on to the next step. And the next step, because I do not have the UV resin, I'm going to be making some resin with the epoxy. I'm going to mix it, the 2-part. And this lid is usually for UV, but sorry, I broke the lid that came on this, and this is the only one I could find that fits with the stuff, so I'm gonna use it for this. So I'm gonna fill it up to the 40, I think, because I want to make sure I have enough. And if I have too much, I'll just use it for something else. I'll make some other stuff. Actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I got an idea. Do it like this. Sometimes I can think of, and other times it just completely just leaves my brain. Okay, so that's 40. So then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna add it to it, and I'm gonna get up to the 80 line. Usually I mix them separate, but I mean, usually I pour them separate, then pour them together and mix them, but I don't feel like doing that. So now I'm gonna take my thing and I'm just gonna mix the resin. And like I said, it might be too much. I'm not worried about it. If it's too much, I can make other stuff, but there is 8 mushrooms there. So you start for about 3 minutes. You want to make sure it's completely clear, and I will let y'all know when I'm done. Alright, I think I haven't mixed enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start pouring it. Let me get the stuff off the little spoon thingy, the little mix thingy. So I'm just gonna pour it in there. I wasn't sure how much I'm gonna need, so I'm just going with what I got. I might have to add more. Oops. I'm hoping I got enough. I did do a lot. Let's see. I think I did a little bit too much. It's fine though. So I'm going to do the same thing I did. I'm going to take my lighter and make sure, try to get bubbles out if it'll let me. I'm never sure with any of this stuff what it wants to do. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to go on. It's getting some of the bubbles out. And I'm not going to cry if it doesn't get all the bubbles out. It just makes it interesting. Yep, see, it's not getting them all out. Just the ones that are on the top, it seems to get out. It's not pushing them to the surface. So, it is what it is. I got an idea though. Maybe I can pop the bubbles. If I can move them to the top. I totally got that in there on accident. Well, if I can get some of the bubbles out, I'm fine with it. Alright, well, I'm going to continue to work on this, and I'm going to let it sit overnight to cure. Alright, so while those are drying, I did have some left over, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that keychain I made. I'm going to take, and I'm going to pour this in there. Okay. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to stick them in there. And I'm just sticking them in there randomly. There's no rhyme or reason what I'm doing. Alright, I think I had a moon in his, but I'm not doing a moon. So the next thing I'm going to do, as soon as I find where I lost them at, oh, they're right here, actually, is I'm going to put some of these green ones in there. Just to give it, you know, a little extra. And then I'm gonna stick them down. And I'm gonna make sure this is filled all the way up. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did with the last one. I'm going to try to get the bubbles out. I'm not going to worry too much if the bubbles don't really want to come out, but I'm going to try. And of course I'm going to let it sit and cure also. And I still have a little bit left, so I'll do something else with it, but I just wanted to show you the little super cute keychain I did. When I finish this, I'll go ahead and do the keychain also. Alright, y'all, they are dry and done. And here is the keychain I was telling you about. Look how cool that is. I absolutely love how that came out. So, but these are done, and I am going to move on to my next step, so let's try it. So let's see if I have any. Oh, I do. Alright. Leave it alone. Thanks, Luke. Stop. Alright, so I'm going to dry this on there. And sorry about the mess, y'all, the loud noise and everything. Make sure that's nice and dry. Hopefully I did that in camera. I did. Okay. Let me find my little pokey thingy I was using. I don't know where it went. So I think it's in the bathroom. Trying to make sure it's good and dry. Before I take it off. Yep, it's good and dry. And there is the first one done. And I'm happy with it. I would add more, but I don't have a lot of UV left. I would add it so it goes all the way down just to make sure. And I might add some more to it later, but I don't have a lot. So we're going to see if I can get it all on there. And then I'll show them to you when I'm done. Alright, y'all, with the UV resin I had, I was only able to get 3 done, but y'all saw how I did it. It's very easy to do. I will be getting more UV resin and finishing them because these are from my mom's garden, but I think they came out really, really, really pretty. I'm very happy with them. I think they're awesome, and with this, you just add your little, you're going to have to get a big jump ring or make a jump ring with metal. And then just add it for the chain and the either a clip or a key ring to make this a key ring or a clip. But that's it for today's video. I absolutely love how they came out. I enjoyed doing this video. If y'all liked it, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!